Stay with me until the very end, because this one realization could unlock your soul's true mission. What if your birth date wasn't random? What if the day, the month, the exact moment you entered this world was coded with sacred purpose? Not by chance, not by accident, but by divine design. Because some souls were sent here with more than just a life to live. They were sent here with a mission, and your birth date is one of the first clues. Let's decode it. Let's uncover the hidden soul archetype behind your entry into Earth. You're not just a person, you're a frequency, and this is the message you've carried since birth. 1. The Seeker, January 7th to 16th. If you were born between January 7th and 16th, you are the Seeker. Your soul came to Earth with questions, not answers. You are not here to conform. You're here to discover. You've always felt a little out of place, like the world around you was too loud, too shallow, too scripted. You're not lost. You're searching for truth, for depth, for something that's real. You came here with a coded memory of other realms, which is why this one feels so strange. People might not understand you. They may call you distant, odd, or overly philosophical. But that's because they don't know that your soul is tuned to a higher octave. Your curiosity isn't random. It's divine GPS. Follow it. Because every question you ask is a breadcrumb, leading you back to the truth of who you really are. 2. The Messenger, February 8th to 17th. If you were born between February 8th and 17th, you are the messenger. Words are your weapon. Your throat chakra is sacred. You were born to communicate not just ideas, but revelations. You've probably felt like an outsider at times, not because you didn't have something to say, but because the world wasn't ready to hear it. You speak in frequencies. Your voice carries vibration, codes, truth that shakes illusions. People listen to you and feel seen. They hear you and feel shifted. Your journal is a portal. Your conversations are healing. Your silence is powerful. You came to remind others of what they forgot, and to awaken what they thought was lost. Your message is not just what you say, it's how you vibrate. 3. The Builder, March 9th to 18th. Born between March 9th and 18th, you are the Builder, the soul who came here to manifest the invisible into form. You don't just dream, you create. You are drawn to systems, structures, plans, because your soul remembers blueprints from other lifetimes. You know how to build foundations that last. Businesses, homes, communities, ideas. But your challenge? Patience. Because your visions are often so far ahead of your time, it's easy to feel like no one gets it. But that's because you're building what has never been seen before. You are the bridge between vision and reality. And even when it's hard, you keep showing up. Because your spirit knows. The kingdom must be built. And you were sent to lay the stones. 4. The Mirror, April 10th to 19th. If you were born between April 10th and 19th, you are the mirror. Your life is a reflection. Your relationships are assignments. You see people deeply, not just who they are, but who they could be. People feel exposed around you, and also liberated, because your energy forces them to confront their truth. But here's the twist. The mirror also has to face their own reflection. You weren't just sent to show others their shadows. You're here to transmute your own. Your path is intense. Not because you're weak, but because you're powerful enough to handle deep soul work. You've looked in the mirror of life and seen both the light and the dark, and because of that, you've become a guide for others. Not perfect, but honest. And that's what makes you sacred. Now that we've explored the first 4 archetypes, we must go even deeper, because some of you weren't born to walk in crowds. Some of you were born to stand alone in sacred silence, to carry ancient wisdom, to fight battles in the invisible realms. 5. The Hermit, August 1st to 10th. If your soul entered the earth between August 1st and 10th, you are the hermit, the keeper of inner truth. Solitude is not loneliness for you. It is your sanctuary. You were never meant to be loud in the world. You were meant to be loud in spirit. The hermit is the soul that retreats not out of fear, but out of purpose. You pull away to listen, to feel, to download codes the world has forgotten. In your silence, you are listening to God. In your stillness, you are communing with the cosmic source. You may not be seen by the masses, but the few who are meant to find you always do. Your presence is like a sacred manuscript, not for everyone, but everything to the one who understands. 6. The Warrior, September 9th to 18th. Born between September 9th and 18th, you are the warrior, the relentless spirit. You've walked through fire and come out refined. You've known betrayal, heartbreak, abandonment, and still you stand. Your soul chose this time to confront the darkness, not avoid it. You came here to break generational chains, to destroy karmic contracts, to rise not instead of pain, but through it. You are built for battle, not with fists, but with faith. When others fall apart, you rise. When chaos hits, you lead. But your greatest strength isn't your toughness, it's your compassion. Because you know pain so well, you vow to protect others from it. You are the divine disruptor, breaking patterns, breaking illusions, and building the new world. 7. The Healer, October 10th to 19th. If your birth falls between October 10th and 19th, you are the healer, but not in the way the world imagines. Your energy transmutes. Your touch, your voice, your mere presence shifts people. You don't always know how, but when you enter a room, things change. You carry ancient codes of medicine, some known, some dormant. Whether through herbs, energy, prayer, presence, or silence, you are a channel for restoration. But the world doesn't always embrace its healers. You've been wounded deeply, not despite your mission, but because of it. Because to become a true healer, you must first be broken open. And you were. And yet, you love anyway. Your healing is not a technique. It's not a title. It is your way of being. 8. The Elder, November 11th to 20th. Born between November 11th and 20th, you are the Elder, the Ancient One, even in a young body. You've always felt older than your age, as if your soul remembers worlds that no longer exist. Civilizations lost, truths buried, timelines collapsed. You remember them. Your wisdom is not learned. It is remembered. People come to you for advice, for grounding, for answers they don't even know they're seeking. Even if you've never figured it all out, your soul emits the frequency of depth. But your burden is also great, because the elder must often carry what others reject. You see too much. You feel too deeply. You are tuned to another level of awareness. Do not run from it. The world needs your remembrance to awaken its own. 9. The Chosen Wild Card, the divine disruptor, born on master dates, 7th, 11th, 22nd, 29th of any month. If you were born on dates like the 7th, 11th, 22nd, or 29th of any month, you are a divine wild card, a chosen one sent to shift paradigms. Your life doesn't follow the rules, because you came to break them, not out of rebellion, but out of divine redesign. You are coded with master frequencies. 11. The spiritual messenger. 22. The master builder. 7. The seeker of hidden truth. 29. The karmic illuminator. You weren't just sent here to live. You were sent to awaken others, by being fully, unapologetically yourself. But here's the challenge. Your life will not be easy. You will face more resistance, more misunderstanding, more spiritual warfare, because you carry more impact. Stay the course. Your life is a vibration sent out into the universe, and your presence alone activates timelines that only you can unlock. Milky Way destiny or free will? The final truth. Now here's the question people always ask. If my birth date is connected to a divine assignment, do I even have free will? The answer is yes and no. Free will is real. You can choose any path, any belief, any way of being. But when your soul is chosen, that free will becomes the canvas for sacred fulfillment. You are free, but your highest joy will always pull you back into alignment. You can delay the mission. You can run from the calling. You can doubt the gift. But you can never escape who you truly are, because your birth was not random. It was a response, a divine answer to a world in need. You were born with a frequency, and that frequency is needed now. So the real question isn't, was I chosen? The question is, will I choose to remember?